All right, we're back, and we've got turn two. We're playing Jotunheim. This is Hypnotic Specter, and last time we left off, we were doing a blind expansion with our starting party of 6 spearmen and 6 javelineers. So we're gonna find out how that worked out. Spoiler alert, not well. So let's walk through that. Here we are on Jotunheim. As you can see, we failed to expand into Hubberton. Let's watch that battle. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Colors. Got Lance super bad. Got Lance into oblivion. These guys just got completely annihilated. So yeah, that's a lot of heavy cavalry. There were 27 total heavy cavalry. As you can see, we are not going to win this fight, and we are going to lose pretty much everything. We'll speed that up. Javelinier's route. He gets off the field, thankfully, and we're toast. So, not a great force to fight into. 27 heavy cavalries with lances, and then an additional 21 heavy infantries. Pretty bad blind expand. This is why people don't blind expand. And yeah, even if I had an awake monster god, this probably would have been fine. Most people take the Dracolich, or I've seen a lot of people on the Discords taking the Dracolich, I should say. So, I guess this is the downside to doing a dormant pretender and, relying on sacreds. So, dang. Uh, on a positive note, we did. Let's check that off. On a positive note, we did get the Raiders of the Silver Step. They're interesting. We'll take a look at some of those stats. That's kind of the only big bet that we're making. So the Raiders have they have a magic horse tattoo, which is interesting. We can't do anything with that, but I thought that was kind of cool that they can interact with what is it, Nidvanger? One of the factions can activate these horse tattoos, which would be very appealing for that faction. So they do have a composite bow, which has a range of 40. That's really nice, and they've got spears length 3. All around, this pretty solid unit. A much better way to use these units would be to have a front line. I probably should have recruited some Vetis just to have a front line of shitty units to absorb lance charges initially, but whatever. I don't know that this is actually going to work out as well as I'd like. We've only got 30 of these. And then looking at the 2 farm territories, which I would really like to take right away because they've got massive income, and then you've got your resource bonus. We're really short on resources, unfortunately, and that's gonna put us pretty significantly behind. But the decision this turn, we're going to try to expand into Strong Bay. Um, this is not any better. This one had 27 heavy cavalries and 21 heavy infantries. This scouting report is showing 40 enemy units, militias, knights, and longbowmen. So that's gonna be really bad. I'm not. Like. I don't think that these units can win against 27 heavy cavalries. So my only hope is that there's just not as many knights. Um, and let's take a look at fire in closest and keep distance. I think we should probably do enemy archers. And then we'll do stay behind troops. Yeah, we'll just do stay behind troops. I've been doing hold, 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 and then stay behind troops, and then putting them like way at the back line here. Probably gonna do it like this. Okay, so I have room to run, and I don't think we can. Yeah, it's just that. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. I think that's really it for this turn. Um, Not surprising that we failed the blind expansion. Definitely disappointing. I'm more now concerned that this start is really bad. Um, this is a waste, and so even if we take this province, which it has 120 Wolf Tribe archers and Wolf Tribe warriors, which normally is not an issue. Like that wouldn't be a problem to expand into this. The problem is that it's not worth it to expand here. From Parched Waste, we're speculating that Lapintha, number 5, can also be expanded into. We don't know what that's worth. Wastes are generally not providing resources, recruitment points, and income at the rate of something like a farmland. So like these are our two best options for expansion, and they're also going to be the two best defended provinces. So we got to figure out a solution here. We got to, I think, as Lucid likes to put it, we need a can opener. And I don't really have a can opener. And it's going to be a problem to build a can opener until we get more resources. So it's a chicken and the egg problem where we need resources to build our can opener, but we need a can opener before we can get resources. Hopefully we break through. I think once we take both of these provinces, we'll get rolling, but it's definitely going to be a slower start. So I guess I didn't talk about this province. This also has 110 archers, light infantries, and heavy infantries, which again would not be as much of an issue. I probably should be. In fact, we'll scout into that province. I probably should have moved into that province. I don't know why I moved here first. Um, we will definitely look at taking that province. If we're still struggling to take these farmlands, we need to probably focus on Anglaviana, whatever. This province right here. That's about it for this turn. There's not a whole lot of decision space right now. I did switch my recruitment to spread around the resources a little bit. These guys are a little bit cheaper in terms of resources, so we could recruit an additional one this turn. We're going to start recruiting these Gaijas for resource or for research purposes, but yeah, not a whole lot to report. Let's see where we're at next turn.